Welcome everyone to a wonderful episode today. This was a episode that was going to be done on the fly, and because we are just like, oh, they got a new album, we definitely gotta review this. It was
Yeah.
we will have 3 days carries next week, so we will be doing that. So what was your first impressions on this new album by All That Remains for AntiFragile?
Well, I don't really know. I don't think I knew what to expect because I think, as I maybe said to you when we actually mentioned them last time, was that I only really found them years ago from seeing them at a festival and really enjoying their set. And then after I got home, I listened to a couple of songs, maybe an album, just one, and then they kind of just completely fell off my radar again. So, in all honesty, I couldn't even remember. I knew that they were a metal band, but I couldn't remember exactly, sort of what they sounded like and instruments and lyrics and all of that kind of thing. So I've kind of just gone into this one blind, really, just not really expected anything, just trying to listen to it and see how it how it sort of impacted me or if it grabbed me. And
Hmm.
I was really, really surprised from what I'd heard. And yeah, it did grab me right by the throat and then slap me against a wall and a few roofs of houses, and then
Oh my
yeah,
God.
and then straight back into the ground again. So it was definitely a very exciting surprise listening to this one, and yeah, I'll kind of hang on to any specifics because we'll get
Same,
into those. But
same.
I've been really, really impressed by it, and I would be surprised if some of these songs aren't on my Spotify come December. Our
You
wonderful
know,
December
like
episode.
same because I think that some of these songs are definitely going to be in my
Mm.
at least my top 100, like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
playlist for the year. I know that I'm
Mm.
not going to say like how the whole Maybe Man album was basically on my
Yeah.
top 100, basically my top 50. Uh, I don't think that this one's going to be that way, but I think that a good majority of these songs are probably going to be in my Spotify Wrap this year just
Mm.
because I really did enjoy it. And
Yeah.
with that said, let's dive right in, man. Let's go
Mm.
song for song.
Yeah.
There's only 10 of them, so
Okay.
it's not really going to be a big deal. Why don't you start us off
Mhm.
with Divine, man?
Oh
The
my god.
opening track,
So
the opener, baby.
this definitely could have been on our previous episode
Oh,
for being
for
banger
sure.
opening tracks. Because as I'd said, I wasn't sure where to pitch my expectation, but the way that this starts, literally in the first 10 seconds,
It's
just like
absolutely amazing.
immediately, I felt like it grabbed me and just like headbutted me and was like, right, listen, wake up, motherfucker. And this is how we're going, I've decided. Yeah, it just absolutely is a huge banger. And I've got a feeling from looking at the numbers that this maybe was released early or like as a
This was a
single
single, yes, yeah.
tease. Yeah.
Hmm.
And what a single to choose for this. Like it's got such an amazing sound to it. That's another thing really that as I'll probably say for each song as well, the actual production and mixing and all of that, how good the instruments all sound, clean tones and that, and the drums as well. I'm really, really impressed by it. And this is an opener, just like I said, grabs hold of you and just smashes you completely in the face. Those wailing guitars is what I've written down, but those sort of stray wailing
Yes.
notes, they were
Mhm.
just
The
awesome to
bending of
listen
the
to.
notes was so good.
Yeah.
And the chorus was
Um,
super clean for this one too, man. I really did
yeah.
enjoy the chorus for this. It wasn't even I don't even really think it was the opening for me for this song.
Mm,
I think it I think what I've come to find more about All That Remains is that I'm falling in love with the drummer, man. This
yeah,
drummer is
awesome, isn't
so
it?
good. He
Yeah,
that the double bass is just absolutely amazing in here.
it's flawless.
And also the vocals are just super clean, super
Mm,
screamy. But like you said, the production value is so good so far.
yeah.
And once I heard this opening track, I was hooked from the get go. I was
Same.
like, this album's going to go all the way through. And when
Yeah.
I was at work listening to this album for the week, it felt like it was no time at all before this album was
Mm,
done. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it
oh
goes
shit,
quickly to
this
the
album,
end.
yeah, this album is just gone already. And like,
Yeah,
no, you got to do this again.
yeah, just leave it looping.
I really love this opening because the lyrics were, like I said, we're gonna get into some of the lyrics here.
Hmm.
I think that, when he says, I'm not living for dying, my kingdoms are rising. Throw loss on the
Yeah.
pyre and strike down, or strike on the iron divine. Detached from desire, accept and inspire, divine. I like how he throws in the divine over there. But then he was like, breathe in, breathe out, because was this? Because now it's all in our hands. It's all in our hands.
Mm,
And then he finishes with that. I just
yeah.
absolutely amazing way to end an opening track. Were there
And
any
the way
lyrics
that he,
that you liked?
so like, yeah, like you've said, that the way that he sings the divine, he kind of strings
Yeah.
it right out, doesn't he?
Hmm.
And there's like a couple of pitches going up. That's the bit that really pulled me in. I did really like that. Yeah, there was a part that I wrote down about pulling off the mask or something. He says,
Oh, that's towards the top, I think. Like
"Yeah,
top
because now,
middle.
yeah, yeah, because now it's all in your hands, crashing down. Pull the mask back, feel the wall crack. With the slightest contact now, contemplating and bearing witness. I know the worth of my own existence." I
I
love
love
that.
it, man.
When I
Like
heard and read
absolute
that, I was like,
lyricist.
"Yes, yes, we do. We feel our own worth." It's brilliant. Yeah, very
And
well
these
written. This whole,
and oh yeah, this whole album. Like there's
yeah,
gonna be so many lyrics that I'm
start to
probably
end.
gonna like pick out. But for
Hmm.
this one, what an absolute banging opening.
Yeah.
I know we got so much more to say, and we're gonna probably
Mm.
call all these songs bangers because
Yeah, they are there.
they're just all good. So expect to hear that word a lot this
Yeah.
episode.
Play
It's
banger
just
bingo.
right? Like just a whole bingo card is just banger. Like just
Yeah.
like, oh, I won.
Yeah, but it is. We can't help it,
It
can we?
it really is. And
Yeah.
for that, we're gonna go to the next one for
You okay?
Kerosene. This is
Yes.
probably I don't know if we can give our solid and platinum choices yet. I feel like
Mm.
that we can do that since we're both listening to the same album. I say
Yeah.
that so I'm gonna go ahead and throw my solid choice out. This is my solid choice for the album, Kerosene.
Okay.
This is an absolute wonderful song for me. Love the
It
double
is.
bass start.
Yep.
Love everything about this. The energy in here is so good.
Yep.
And even in the very first like few lines, he says, "There's no guarantee that you'll be free of this curse, and I can guarantee that's only going to get worse. This conflict, a gift for you at birth, and every dawn has promised an endless hurt. This the beast will survive because you fed on the demons inside, and on your anger they thrive to this day." Like, bro.
Mhm.
And then he goes, "So what's the end game?"
Yeah, yeah.
Absolute lyricist, man.
He is.
I just
Yeah.
like for some reason those lyrics have stuck with me through this
Mm.
whole album, and that's why this is a
Yeah, yeah.
solid choice for me. And it's not even really like the guitar really shines in this one for me. I think the
Yeah, yeah.
guitar is absolutely amazing. I love the.
Hmm.
It can't be an All That Remains song if you don't have some kind of guitar solo riff kind of deal
Yeah, yeah.
in a
No,
song. But
I've noticed that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just I'm absolutely blown away by this song and how good the vocals are too, and the
Hmm.
message. The message. It seems like this whole album is like a realization album and like
Mm.
a redemption album in a way, picking yourself back
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
I got
anti-fragile.
that.
We are not fragile. I
Mm.
absolutely love to play on words here.
Yeah, yeah. It's good that.
This is an album to like make you strong and
Mm.
remember what you're here for. And
Yeah.
this song just really speaks about that.
Mm.
What what's like kind of what did you get from this
My
song, man?
thoughts.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, when I heard this for the first time, I instantly also fell in love with it.
Yeah,
So
man.
good, so good. That that breakdown in the middle,
So good.
literally, I was sat here like with my jaw open. After a couple of bass faces, I was just sat with with my eyes and jaws almost on the floor. It is just unbelievable. That chorus pulled me in as well, where he says, When every word's kerosene, every voice stokes the fire. It's like
Mhm.
fire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
one missing piece, and everyone's made a
One's made,
liar.
and he does the
Nothing
same thing
will
that he does for
change. Yeah,
fire
yeah.
too.
That liar. Yeah. And then he says, nothing will change if we hang to the same simple, trite state of mind. It's just the way that that comes across, and he sings that. I just fell in love, completely fell in love with it. And then again, guitar, amazing. Breakdown in the middle where he screams, go, with the blast beats. And
Oh
oh man, this song is
yes.
just literally perfect. And when you said about this being a solid choice, I was like, I've not even written down what mine are. I've written a platinum choice down. And I
Gotcha.
wrote that against this song. I wrote this for my platinum choice.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
so we'll get to my platinum choice later in the
Just because I
album.
can't get it out of my head, every time I've gone back, I've really looked forward to hearing this song again. And when I was thinking about the choices, and I thought, well, if this is what I've got looking forward to every time I listen to it, this has to be the platinum one. Do you know what I mean?
This was
Has to be.
just this was the one that it sets you on fire. This was the one that
Mm,
puts a fire underneath your ass, and it's just like
yeah, absolutely. This song is
and
fire.
it really is, and like every voice stokes the fire, when every word is kerosene. So the way that
Mm,
I kind of interpret that is like every word that someone says against you, or you can use that as fuel. You can use that as kerosene to fuel your
mm,
fire to do what you want to do, and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why this was my solid choice because of those words. Every voice
yeah.
stokes the fire. Everyone that
Hmm.
speaks out against you is stoking my fire to do what I want to do. Oh, you don't
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
I can do this? I'm going to prove to you that I can't. Every word that you use against me will be used against you. So
Yeah, I'll use it as fuel. Yeah,
I just love it, man. This is such a great song.
awesome. I've written down that
Um,
the song actually gave me goosebumps on the first listen.
same. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is such a good song. Yeah, goosebumps still, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still got them.
yeah. That should say for
It's
something as to how good
absolutely
this song is.
amazing.
Yeah, go listen to it if you haven't yet.
All right, so
Well,
you
go
want to go
listen
ahead
to the
and
whole
start
album.
the? Do you? Yeah, go listen to the whole album. Do
I
you want to go ahead and
actually,
start us
after
on the
this
next one, or
song,
you got some
yeah, yeah,
more?
no, no, yeah, no, I'm happy to move on to the next song, but just in between Kerosene and the next track, I actually wrote that I was feeling a heavy Kill Switch vibe, and then I
Yeah.
realized,
Okay.
re-listening again to Kerosene, it made me feel like how Kill Switch with Howard sounds like. And if you
Oh, I
re-listen to
got
it
you.
again with that
Yeah.
in your head, you'll kind of understand what
Yeah,
I
no,
mean. But
I definitely get that. Now, the transition from kerosene to no tomorrow, I was actually getting a bullet for my Valentine kind of deal for the
oh, okay,
guitar,
yeah, yeah,
just for the guitar, and I was like, oh, I'm getting a heavy bullet for my Valentine vibes here,
yeah, yeah.
and I don't know if that was any kind of
I can hear
inspiration
that
because,
now.
yeah,
Mm.
because it's just the way that it starts.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a very clean guitar, and then it gets
yeah.
heavy afterwards.
Mm.
I this this
That's
song
an
is
interesting pick.
this song is just there were no lyrics to really go off of, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go off of like feeling for this song.
Mm.
This one was a good change of pace for the album. I think that
Yeah, yeah. I've got that.
this was a good, because you got these two hard songs, and then you kind of get like softish for all that remains. Not really the soft
Yeah,
song
yeah.
in
No,
general,
no.
but for all that remains, this is one of their softer songs, and I really do enjoy like their softer songs, and probably more
Mm.
than I enjoy their harder songs. Don't get me wrong. When you got
Really?
the Fall of Ideals album and whatnot,
Yeah.
No Tomorrow is actually Will's favorite song on this album. So I'm gonna
Really?
I'm
Okay.
gonna give because he was like, I didn't even
We
know they
have
had a
to.
new album.
No, yeah, we have to give a shout out to Will just for
Yeah,
bringing
this
all that
is
remains back to the top of our pile again, don't we?
right. He said
Yeah.
that this is his favorite song on the album just because
Oh,
of what it
okay.
means and whatnot. And
Mm.
then he says that this is probably his all time favorite one right now. Because when I
That's
told him that we were
interesting.
doing the new album and it came out like a week ago, he's like, I didn't even know they had a new album out. So
Really?
so I got him to listen to the new
So
album,
we've
and
all been listening together.
we've all been listening together.
I love that.
I I just really love like that halftime, like right in the middle. There's
Hmm.
like a halftime stop, and then it
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
into the chorus, like the pre-chorus, and then it goes into the chorus. I really love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's very super clean. The timing is really
Yeah,
good with
yeah, it
this
is.
song.
Mm.
It's it's so good, man. This
I
was
think there
almost
is
my platinum choice as well. Almost.
really well
It
the
didn't
way that you
quite
were just
make it.
talking about it. Then I thought you were about to say
It
that
was
it was.
almost my platinum choice. It's
Yeah.
not my platinum choice, but we will get there.
Hmm.
But this was very close. This was probably in my top 5 easy for this whole
So
album.
so when I heard it, I've actually written down. I felt a little bit of Five Finger Death Punch
A little
at
bit. I was
points
gonna
in
say I was
this.
gonna bring that up because, but go ahead.
But yeah, there's quite a couple of songs in there where it kind of reminds you of it. But um, I did end up when I saw that the lyrics weren't on Spotify, I had to go hunt down them
Yeah,
just to find them and see what they were actually going on about. And in this song, there is the part where he's singing, I think it's the chorus, and he says, "I gave you my heart that you took away, held out my hand, watch you suffocate, because there's no tomorrow, no tomorrow." And then he comes into the next verse and he says, "Time has broke through the glass. The shifting sands on the edge won't bring us back. A pyramid of your lies to hold the hell back down inside." And
so
just
good,
again, I'm
man.
like, when I'm reading along with it, I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah,
Yeah.
these lyrics are just so
So
good.
far, the first 3 songs have been absolute bangers, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
they have.
continues, man. Like,
Mm.
how does this keep happening with this? And
Well,
this
yeah, it
band
never
has been
stops.
making, yeah, this band has been making music for over 20 years now,
Mm.
and this is what they still sound
This
like.
this is
This
album
is
number 10. This
this is crazy that their 10th
10
album
albums,
is
I
starting to
know.
be one of my all-time favorite albums by them now.
Mm.
It's hard to find an album that you can listen to front to back and
Mm.
be good with it. I think that this is, if I continue
And
the road that oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, not only listen to it front to back, but really enjoy
Every
every
track.
song.
Mm.
Some albums are like, well, I didn't really like that one. It didn't flow
But it
well or
was still a
anything.
good album.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like they've not even focused on flowing through an album. They've just literally been
No.
like, that's a banger, put that on. That's a banger, put that on. I'm like, what a way to put it. I've just spotted as well, sorry, there's a lyric in this song a little bit further down that I thought if you had gone on to find the lyrics, you might have
Yeah.
brought this one up. But it says, "I know that something is off. Is it intention or just connection lost? No remorse in goodbyes. I see the devil in your eyes."
So fucking good, man.
Yeah. So you know
Oh,
something off. The connection's lost. There's no remorse in any goodbyes, and I see the devil in your eyes. Just like you were saying, redemption and yeah. Wow.
and just
Just
like
wow.
coming to like realize what's wrong with your life and what's going wrong with your
Mm,
life, and then you
yeah.
see the devil in this person or you see the devil in this society, and you want no part of that. You just like,
Yeah.
I don't want this for tomorrow. There will be no tomorrow if this is going to have if this is going to
Mm,
continue. I don't want there to be a tomorrow, and
yeah.
I just absolutely love this, man. And then we're going to
Mhm.
go right into the next song for the
Yes.
Piper. This is an absolute banger too. This was a different
I
song
love
than,
this.
yeah, this was
Love
like a
this.
different, so this was like a different song than what I was expecting, because it was
Mm.
like, oh, it's called the Piper, like the Pied Piper. That's kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
kind of what
yeah.
I was getting to.
Yeah.
I really love the slow intro build to this one, to where it's
Mm.
slowly and then it kicks in with the drums and the guitar, and then it just absolutely goes into like what's a kind of like I got like a Megadeth feel from this
Mm.
song, like a Megadeth Symphony X, Iced Earth kind of deal. Like this
Mm.
was, I got that slow intro build up with the
Yeah.
guitar and the drums,
Mm.
and the song doesn't even start until almost a minute in, like the lyrics.
Yeah, yeah.
That was that hold my attention for that long without music for an intro of a song
Mhm.
is hard to do,
Yeah.
but they just, and then like drums just go fucking ham in this song for no
Mhm.
reason. There is
Yes.
like this drummer's like, I'm just
Other
gonna,
than why not? Yeah.
why not? It was just kind of like when we were interviewing, Overthrown, how we were saying,
Yeah.
oh, we just think that the drummer's just always right, you know, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he like gives us a beat and we just can't get anything past that beat. We can't, like, once we
yeah,
hear it a
yeah.
few times, it's just like, I've got to
That's
have this timing here now. Like, I
yeah,
because there's
yeah, yeah.
nothing else, and they try to change
Can't
it. I was
change
like,
it.
no, it's like, no, no,
Mm,
no, you can't change this anymore. That's what I
yeah,
feel like this song was. Like, the drummer came up with that awesome fucking blast beat
yeah, yeah.
and the speed of the drums to do a switch up from going to double time to halftime is
Mm,
just absolutely amazing. This guy's so
yeah.
talented, and it has nothing to do with like the vocals and whatnot,
Mm,
and has nothing to do with the lyrics for me. This was
yeah.
just a song that was like, I felt like this song belonged in like medieval times. This song was like going to war. This is a
Okay.
going to war
Yeah, yeah,
song kind of
definitely.
deal.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a great song, man.
It
Still
is.
not
I
my platinum
really like
choice, but
this.
this, but like I said, there were a lot of close ones that were
I'm just
going
trying
to
to
be
work
my
out what
platinum. You're trying
I
to figure
think
out
I
which
know. I
ones.
think I
You think
think
you
I
know
know.
it? You think
I
you
know
know
I
it?
do.
All
Yeah,
right, all right, all
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
But what
Might
did
have
you
to
think
do that
about
thing
this
again
song, man?
where I
Oh,
write
yeah,
down
yeah,
what I
yeah.
think it
Right
is,
down
and
what
then
you
I'll
think
hold
it
it up.
is.
I'll write down which one I think it is, and then I'll see
What do you
if you're
think
right.
about this song, man? Oh, you're gonna write it
So
down
yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah. I'm writing it down now. Yeah,
Okay, got
right. Okay,
you.
it's there when the moment comes. So yeah, this song for me similar. I listened from the beginning, and this has been the grower for me. The one that maybe on first listen I wasn't immediately pulled in with, but the more
Yeah.
times that I've listened round to it again, the more that I've fallen in love with this one. And like, I love it when you just hear bits that you didn't hear previously. Like, oh, I like that.
Yes.
Oh, you like this, and all of that. But I've actually got written down. I wrote quite a lot for this song actually. So
Really?
yeah, yeah. Not nothing like
That
pages, but
solo so good too.
out of all of the other stuff. Yeah, so I've got it's got an awesome opening riff, back to it because we had the bit of a break with No
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Then love the chorus where the say it again, I can't hear you, the part where he sings that. He says, say it again. This is something that I didn't spot until I read the lyrics. He says, say it again, I can't hear you. Say it again till I fear you.
Oh,
And
that's
just the
so
wordplay,
good.
of
Yeah.
that, I was like, oh man, I love this. And then again, he goes on to say, I'll flirt with the devil to lay down in hell, which is a little bit similar to the bit that I just read from No Tomorrow when he's on
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
the no remorse and that kind of thing. Living the lie that you told yourself as the piper plays his song, and he kind of that's how the that's how the chorus and other bits of the song end with, and the piper plays his song. Like,
Yeah.
things will keep going. That's kind of how I interpreted it anyway. All this stuff's happening all around, but the piper still just plays his song and life goes on, that type of thing. Then I'd also, after I'd listened to this a couple of times with the say it again, I can't hear you chorus, I actually thought that that sounded a little bit like Issues,
Oh, a
like
little
with a
bit.
kind
Yeah,
of
I know what you mean.
higher, like a higher vocal for that. And then, yeah, literally just wrote down atmospheric middle just for that
Oh
whole
yeah, that whole middle
section of,
part.
yeah, that
I was
is
gonna say that
awesome.
solo was
I love
so
that.
fucking good. That solo was
And the
clean.
solo as well.
The
Yeah,
oh man, shout out
that
to
is
the
a
guitarist for that
fantastic.
song. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that I
absolutely.
think that I think for this song, I think the guitar was the shiner in this one. I don't even think it
Mm,
was the drums or anything. I think the guitar
mm.
really shined in this one because it needed to. Because like you
Yeah,
said, the
yeah.
Piper's gonna play his song,
Yeah, yeah.
and I think that the Piper was like the guitarist part for
Yeah,
this
I
whole
thought that as
thing.
well.
You know,
Yeah,
I
I
really
also
did
thought
enjoy
that.
that.
Yeah. And then
Great
just the
song, man.
second to last part of the song, just the lyrics where I think he brutally screams this part where he says, overcast iris, always watching me, shows exactly what I want to see. Drowning me in dopamine, I feel the pressure crushing me, killing the person that
Hmm.
I used to be. Oh, that's so
Love it,
good.
man. It's so good.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is. I think talking about it, I think that is my solid choice.
oh, you think this would be your
Yeah,
solid choice?
I'm gonna go with it
Okay.
for the
So we got
Piper.
your
Yeah,
solid and platinum
you
already,
got
and
both of mine.
we've only gone through the like top four songs already for
Yeah,
like the
I
first four
know.
songs. That's
I know.
wild. All right, so for our next song, the song of the album, "Anti-Fragile," which is
Yeah.
kind of funny because I'm looking at the numbers on like the for like the listens and stuff.
Hmm.
This is one's not very
It's
listened
not.
to
No,
very
it's
much.
not. Is
Like
it?
It's
Weird.
wild that it's not, because this is probably one of their better songs on the album, I think. I
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
this is, because it's named after the album, you think that
Yeah,
this song
exactly.
would be
You'd think people will
listened to
go
a
straight
lot
to that to
more,
listen to it, yeah.
but it's not, and that's wild that it's not. Because
Yeah.
I've had this song liked the first time I heard it. I had it
Mm,
liked immediately.
I did. Yeah,
I think this is probably one of their most brutal songs that they have on the album. Uh,
absolutely, yeah.
Not really, see, because like I said, there weren't a lot of lyrics on Spotify, and I didn't really have a lot of time to like look up lyrics for a lot
Mm,
of these, because it's a new album. They still need to like incorporate what they're saying into the song. I know it takes
yeah, yeah,
Spotify a little bit to get the lyrics on there. Their lyrics should be on there soon.
yeah.
But for this one, song's just brutal. The way he
Yeah, I've
screams
got brutal written
"anti-fragile,"
down.
yeah, it's just.
Yeah,
I think all the instruments and all like the drummer, guitars, basses, vocals, everything just shines in this song. And for this
yeah.
song not to have as many plays as like some of the other ones that are here is
Kind of
dumbfounding to
surprising.
me. It's
Mm,
very surprising for me. What did you
yeah.
get from the song, man?
I have got written down brutal.
Oh yeah,
I think the song is about war, about being
it is. I
strong,
think so too.
like you'd said, anti-fragile being meaning strong, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got a little bit of Lamb of God vibes with how heavy this was.
Oh yeah, no, I totally
A
hear
little
that
bit,
now. Yeah, I
yeah.
get it.
There's an amazing black in the middle of it.
Oh, it's so good. Like I
It's
said,
very
this
good.
is a
That
song. Like you said, this is a war song. It's like this is a song you bring to the fucking front lines of
it
war,
is.
and you
Yeah,
play this song, and this just becomes this brutal bloodshed of everything. I am
mm,
anti-fragile. I am unbreakable, and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
get into that halftime, like growl,
Yogi, yeah,
chuggy, it's like, and then you get
yeah.
the like a little
It's
bit of the
just
blast
felt.
beats in the middle. This is the all that remains that I love right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God, this song needs so much more love. Give this song
Mm,
love, man. This
yeah,
is
definitely.
such a great song and underrated
It
song for
is.
the album. I'm like, the
Yeah,
song is literally named after the album. Go
yeah.
check
Why
this.
not listening?
Why not listen to this album? It only has 232,000 plays. Now I get that this album's only been out for about 2 weeks or so, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But comparable to some of the numbers that are on here, like
Mm,
Kerosene has more than that,
yeah,
and you're like all these other main staple ones that were probably singles have more than that. Now,
yeah,
if we're going off of just like say this was released from just all at once, right? I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like this one would probably be in the middle of the pack. I
Mm,
think that
yeah, me too.
because like if like Divine, No Tomorrow, Forever Cold, Let You Go,
Hmm.
were not singles, and this was all released, and then
Yeah, no
no
singles.
there was no singles.
No
I think
advantage. Yeah.
I think that this would probably be in the top three of their songs for sure. I think with
Mm.
given some time, I think people are going to turn around more to this song than they
Yeah,
have
once they've actually
now.
gone through the whole album and then
Mm.
been like, oh, let's go listen to that. I did
Yeah,
manage to
because
pick out the lyrics again
go
for
ahead.
this as well. So there's one,
What you got for me?
again, just bit that just literally reads like pure poetry in the way that it's written, not necessarily what he's talking about. But he says, now fortitude with purpose, they cannot ignore us. Resounding hall, the voices call to be victorious. Curated lies, dilated eyes, obscure solutions, but hardened hearts have come this far for retribution.
It seems like it's written by a Viking, bro.
Yeah, no, it does. It literally does. Yeah, I know.
It
Like
sounds
when
like
you
it's written
mentioned
by.
about,
It sounds like it's written by a
it
Viking
really
that's ready to go
does.
to Valhalla, bro. Like the for Valhalla. Like this is how
I
it is,
know. To
man.
the Great Hall, it literally is that. Yeah, like you said about a song sounding like took you to a medieval time. This has got a similar
It was the
feeling to it.
Piper in this one, like back to
Mm.
back. Like this, I feel like we're in the wartime right now, like right in the middle of the
Yeah, yeah.
albums, like right when you're in the war, and
In the
then
thick of it.
in the thick of it. And
Yeah.
don't make me put that sound in here,
Into the
bro.
thick of it.
Don't, I'm
Into the
gonna.
thick of it. Da, da. You can have it for free. There you go.
Oh my
Royalty free.
God, royalty free for you. There you go. Oh my God, what are we gonna do with you?
Anyway, anyway.
So,
Moving, if that's
moving on.
everything.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
that's everything
Oh,
I got
was
for
that
that
not
one.
your platinum choice?
That
No, I
was not my.
failed. I
Oh my No, like I said, like
Oh,
there's always close ones, and this wasn't the one that was going to
I
be
thought you were
my
gonna just because of
platinum.
how brutal it
Like I said,
was.
there's so many solid choices here,
I
but
know.
there's only one, and we will get there. There's only one more that I'll give you another guess out of the next
Oh
five
my god.
songs. I know if you want to go ahead and do that, I will let you know if that's it or not.
Okay. All right, well, cross that out.
Cross that
Um,
out.
and we'll go with this one. If I don't get it right, then I'm not playing anymore. I'm not telling you what I chose.
Okay. Okay.
That's
I'm
the
not
only
playing your
child
silly
in
games
me.
anymore.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. If I don't
So
win, then
for
fuck off.
so Forever
Anyway,
Cold is the
yes,
next song. And this song's beautiful, man. This is a
this song
beautiful
is
fucking
beautiful.
song. I
Yeah.
absolutely love the slow opening, and I
Hmm.
love like the peacefulness that it kind of brings in, and then you
Yeah.
kind of get a little bit heavier towards the end of it.
Hmm.
I love the guitar on this one. I think the guitar is very clean, very smooth.
Hmm.
Drums really don't play too much of a role in here for me per
Hmm.
se. I think the
Yeah.
guitar is the shiner in this one for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once again, no lyrics for me. I'm going off based on how it makes me feel.
Hmm.
I love his voice in here. I think that
Yeah.
the only reason I say that the drums don't really shine in here, and I know I'm probably going to get some shit for this, is I feel like for all that remains, these were basic drum beats in this song for all
Okay.
that
Yeah. I get what you
remains.
mean.
But the
Yeah.
guitar, that's why I said the guitar just
They're
shines so
good,
much. They're
but
good.
they're the standard for them. Is
The
that what you mean?
standard for them.
Yeah. 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 I
And
get you.
I think the guitar, that's why the guitar got the time to shine in this one, along with the vocals backing
Yeah.
them up with that. I think that they harmonize very well.
Hmm.
This was another change of pace that I really loved. They really
Yeah.
know how to like set a pace for an album when
Yeah.
it
They
comes to
do.
like
Yeah.
if it seems like you get like these two brutal songs and you kind of get like a break from that and then you go into brutal again and you get like
Yeah.
a
And then
break and
like
then
to
you go
catch your
two more,
breath.
yeah, catch your breath, and then it'll do like two or three songs that are brutal, and then have
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the like one that's like softer.
Yeah.
This one was I really just love the message of this song for
Hmm.
me. He's basically saying like forever cold. It's like I'm forever hardened by everything that
Hmm.
is going around for me. I'm forever cold to everything that's going to happen to me. Nothing's really
Yeah.
going to bother me anymore from this point on because of
Hmm.
what's happened to me. It's
Yeah.
just I love the pure poetry of this song. I love the
Hmm.
chorus. The chorus is definitely one of my favorite choruses in this whole album.
Yeah.
I just
It's
absolutely
another.
a banger,
It's a
man.
bit kill switchy again, isn't it?
A little bit
Not,
kill switchy
which is
again. No,
great.
I
Which is
totally
great.
get. No,
Yeah.
I love kill
I
switchy
love it.
engaged, but
Yeah, I
and I
do.
totally get that. And
Mm.
this is probably one of my other favorites on this one. I do have, like I said, out of the 10 songs I have 7 of them liked on here.
I
So
just
this is
liked the whole album.
like I
I
want
just
to.
went through and all of them.
Oh shit, the Piper's not liked. Hold on, that makes it 8. It
Okay.
makes it 8.
Gotta like that one.
But yeah,
So, do you know
what
what?
are
Can
your
I just
thoughts,
say
man?
it's very strange hearing you not dissecting lyrics. It's kind of
It's
throwing me off a
very
little
weird,
bit.
isn't it weird?
I'm the one who has
I
found the
had
lyrics
like
and looked at
all
them
right,
this
all
week.
right, all right. I like if you'll mind me like an excuse for this week. I've had
Oh
a
no, we
lot to
don't need an
deal with.
excuse. No, no,
I just had a
that's
lot to
fine.
deal
No,
with this
it's
week,
just
and I'm
very
just oh
strange not to hear you talk about them like in
because
that way
that's what
that
I'm
you
known
always
for.
do. Yeah, yeah. And it's weird that I'm finding them and picking up on things that I found and taking your place. We're kind of role reversing this week, aren't we? Which is
Now,
fine.
if there were lyrics on the Spotify, I obviously looked at them,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
but if they weren't on here, I didn't go out of my way this week to find them or anything. I was just too
Yeah, yeah.
busy with life. Life happened this week.
See that,
And
but I just find that funny because I thought that you were going to be doing that, so that's why I've gone and done it because I thought if he starts referencing
oh,
all these like random lyrics or parts they want to talk about, I want to know what he is talking about, and they're not on Spotify, so I bet he's gone to find them. In that weird? That is what I thought. That is so funny.
I
But
love
yeah,
it, man.
so
I've
I
trained you very well.
yeah, no, you have. Yeah, well, you brainwashed me. I
uh,
lived through fear
you're
of being
welcome. You're
questioned.
welcome. You're
I lived
fucking
through
welcome.
fear of you questioning me on lyrics.
I love
But
it
yeah,
too,
so
buddy.
just there isn't that many. It is kind of very similar. Each verse and chorus just follows on really with these. But there is a part that he says. One of the parts where he says, "I'll burn every lie you have. I'll let it all unfold. My heart until the bitter end, forever cold." I like
Yes.
that part.
That I
And then
do
another
like that.
And then another section where he says, "You can't be cut out because you were never in. How dare you think that you would ever get away with it? I'll tell you what I know, and it's not what I can prove. Damn you, damn him, damn me for tolerating you." That's quite a heavy lyric to end
He's
that with.
so good, man. He
Damn you,
is.
damn him,
Yeah,
damn me for tolerating you. Jeez,
I
that's
love it, man.
self-realization.
I
Wow.
really, because this one was, like I said, like the guitar really shined in this one for me because I'm
Hmm.
a guitarist. That's what I look
Yeah,
for
yeah.
in songs, and I think that this probably wasn't my favorite guitar one,
Hmm.
but it was probably definitely like in my top three songs for guitar. This was
Yeah.
definitely a really good one, man.
Yeah, it was. It was good. I enjoyed it. I found that opening very deceiving because I
Really, yeah,
expected
I know, right?
I expected a really kind of slow and peaceful song, and then when I read all
And
this and was like, "What the
oh
fuck?"
no, let's go. It's like this is not what I expected.
Yeah, exactly that.
Do you want to go ahead and start with
Okay.
Poison It?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this opening I've got written down in capital letters: death metal. These
Yes.
these opening blast beats and guitar riffs as well with with that kind of diddle 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 diddle. Don't be clipping that and putting that as the intro.
I
I'm just
mean,
warning you.
hey, you didn't give me permission, so I can't. So
But that part of it, along with the blast beats and that kind of tinkling on the cymbal, it just reminded me of,
that
again,
tinkling on the
any
cymbal,
any
I gotta clip that.
just any sort of death metal song that I've
Yeah,
listened to. So that gave me that feeling. And then drums did shine on this for me
drums were a huge part of the song.
from literal start to end. And I've even got the part of towards the second half, I think, of the song. It reminded me of Slipknot a little bit.
A little
Don't
bit,
know if you
yeah.
got
I
that,
was gonna
but
get into that. Yeah,
oh, yeah, it
there you
definitely
go.
gave me a feeling of that. And finally, my comment. I'll check the lyrics when you're saying your piece, but I learnt a new word today from this song.
What did
A
you
word I
learn?
never, a word I never knew before. But he says something towards the end. He says, "Carry the weight while you ingratiate." In
Ingratiate, gotcha. Yeah. What does it
Yeah.
mean,
Do you,
Huxley?
do you know what that means? Or have you heard of
I
it before?
I can probably break it down because
You
you're like
try and see if you.
ingratiate. So
Hmm,
like something that's gracious. So in means like on gracious. Like you're not very
no,
gracious for what's happening. That's all.
no. I thought it would be similar to that as
Yeah,
well.
that's what it would break down to.
Yeah.
What does it
But
mean?
the official meaning is to bring oneself into favor with someone by flattering them or trying to please them. And
That's
then, like, the
actually kind of
example
like
is an
a gracious
attempt to
thing.
ingratiate herself with local aristocracy. So try and like flatter people so that they like you, I think.
Interesting. It's
Hmm,
because it almost it's kind of like a synonym for gracious, like being gracious. Because being gracious, you're still trying
hmm.
because you're trying to be nice to people. You're trying to make them like
Yeah,
you by
yeah,
being
yeah.
gracious. But
Hmm,
this one's like in a more of a flattery tone than
yeah.
anything else. Being gracious is more of like how you carry yourself. I'm being gracious about
Yeah,
it.
being a nice person, whereas this seems
Yeah,
to be a
but
bit
this
like
one's like
ass licking.
yeah, this one's kind of like brown nosing in a
Yeah,
way.
definitely. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got you.
But anyway, yeah.
I
What did you think?
this is my platinum choice for the album.
Oh, get lost, is it?
Yeah, this is my platinum choice for the album. This song was brutal from opening to end.
I almost picked this one, but I didn't.
Which one did you think that it was going to be?
Cut the tongue out.
That was close. That was
Yeah.
close. But
Ah,
Poison It, this is my platinum choice for the album. This is my favorite song on the album. I just
Okay.
especially loved like towards the end where it like slows down
Mm.
and you think that it's just going to be, oh, okay, the song's almost over, and you like look at it, it's like,
Yeah, I thought
shit.
that.
It's
Yeah,
like shit. I got 30 something seconds left.
Something's coming.
Yeah, it's like something's coming here, and then it gets brutal
Yeah.
again. And then that fucking guitar solo towards the end as well, while that slow beat's happening.
Yeah.
This song is just so amazing.
Atmospheric again.
Very atmospheric. And I think that's why I fell in love with this one. I came back to this song over and over and over and over. But yeah, like there were so many close ones that were going to be platinum, but this one just, I found myself coming back to Poison it over and over and over. And this has to be my platinum choice for the album.
Like I said, if you find yourself going back or looking forward to the song coming up, then you have to pick it, don't you?
I definitely, I definitely looked forward to hearing this song because I knew that when I heard Forever Cold, Poison It was the next song on the album.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I absolutely love this song. I cannot wait to hear this song because I love the way it started. It's brutal opening. This is you know, like I say that it's a basic All That Remains song, but this was nothing but basic by them.
No.
This was an absolute blast to listen to, man. And I will forever hold this song in particular. I think is probably going to be in my Spotify top 100 for sure. Just because how many times I go back to this song and how much I look forward to hearing this song.
Yeah, I agree.
Cut Their Tongue Out is great though, man. That is a great song.
Yeah.
But next song, Let You Go. Go ahead and let's get this going, buddy.
Oh yeah, this is interesting, kind of. So like literally how this opens, when he comes in with that singing, all I could think about was the podcast intro that we've got.
Yes.
Did you think of that at all?
I did think of it.
Did you actually? The way that he sings it sounds the exact same of it.
I was going to bring that up and then you said it.
I was like, I cannot believe that I'm thinking about this, but it sounds just like it. That's all that I could think about with this.
I was like, how did they get our intro?
I'm so glad that you thought that as well. That's so funny.
I was going to bring that up, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's no way that he's going to like." He thinks I'm going to be stupid for bringing this up, and then you brought it up.
Oh my god, that is hilarious! I'm so glad that we both got that. That is really funny. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, it's a good song. I still enjoyed it, but again, we've been spoiled by other songs on the album.
Yeah, we really are, man.
I mean, I don't want to say that I didn't like it because I do like it. It's still a good song, and for me, this
doesn't rank as high.
This probably to me is a standard All That Remains song. If I had to, I was
going to say the same thing. It sounds like a standard All That Remains song.
So there's not a lot in it where I was like blown away, but I still enjoyed listening to it. I wouldn't skip it if I was listening to the album the whole way through, but I probably would pick it out to go and listen to. I did also get down that it reminded me a little bit of Fozzy.
Really?
And I think towards the middle to end, it's just the way that he's singing is a very similar Chris Jericho style way of singing.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he's saying, it kind of strings out, like there's one bit there, but I don't love me enough to let you go. But it kind of strings the go out, and it just reminds me a little bit of Chris Jericho.
It's funny that you say that because I want to talk about lyrics that are directly right after that. So he says, she's like a demon in a cashmere robe. She told me once she'd never let me go, and then he just go in the back. And still feel the sting of the words and kiss I miss. Your embrace a lie woven to hold me, a black rose to hold for your penance. 7 years. I need to see the ending, your disguise. And then he goes into it, says, I was lost in the spell that you created, our demise. What a poet, man. This guy knows how to fucking write a song, man. Like, for real.
He really does. I can't believe how much I've enjoyed this.
And it's funny because because this song is about letting someone go. Like
Mm,
you've gone through hell with this person. This person is just not for you, and
yeah.
that's going to happen. And
Hmm.
but the way he writes it is just, I wish I could write like this. I wish I
I
could have
know.
this kind
Very
of talent.
impressive.
And this is very impressive for him. And I think that
Mm,
this is probably one of my, um, I would say, best written songs on the
yeah.
album. I
Mm,
was out of the lyrics that I could find either here on Spotify. I say
yeah,
that
yeah,
this was probably the best written one that he had, besides
mm,
Kerosene. Kerosene just that fucking
yeah.
takes it
Of
all, bro.
course.
That's like, I absolutely love that song. But
Yeah, yeah.
like you said, this was like a typical All That
Mm,
Remains song. Like I said,
yeah.
not bad. Like I
No, no.
love All That Remains. Like it's
Mm,
just like say, like this, like if we go to A Day to Remember, right? I would say
yeah.
like, oh, this is a basic A Day to Remember song. Doesn't mean that that it's not good.
Not
I
good.
love
Yeah, yeah.
it. You know,
Mm,
this is more of a
I know
song
what you
that
mean.
I wouldn't skip, but I'm not gonna put this one on top of my list.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's a great song, great vocals. Like this band is
Hmm.
so talented that I
Yeah.
found myself not skipping any of these songs.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't either. Yeah,
It
I just let
just
them
was,
go.
it was like 10 songs, and it felt like I said, it felt like it was not enough. I did not
Hmm.
get enough of this to really
Yeah.
break this down. And
No,
but
no. I know what you
but
mean.
in the middle of the pack, this song was for me.
Yeah.
But that's
Same.
all I really got for this one.
Hmm. Yeah, me as well.
All right, so let's go to the next one, buddy.
This is cut the tongues out.
This is the one
Cut
that you
their
thought
tongues
that
out,
I was
rather.
going to. Yeah, this is the one that you
Yeah,
thought I
yeah,
was
yeah.
going to do.
I did. Yeah, just because of that awesome opening.
I
And then he
almost did
comes
it
in.
because of the opening.
Yeah,
Almost.
yeah. The guitar
Oh,
sounds great, and
yeah,
then
it's
he just
so
comes in
good. And then he goes,
barking.
yeah.
Like a rabid dog.
I
And
loved it, man.
what does he say actually? Because again, yeah, I did go finding the lyrics for this just in
You're
case.
welcome. You're welcome for training you.
But he says, yeah, so the way that he opens it after that awesome guitar is, and even I never thought you'd spend 2 goddamn years hiding your face while calling others mindless drones. Oh, you're surprised that I'd condemn you? No, I'm your greatest fear, and I'm gonna make you wish you just left us alone.
That's so
Fucking
good.
hell, to
Let's
open a
go.
song with lyrics like that.
That's so good. Let's
What the
go.
hell? And obviously, just the whole title, cutting their
Cut the
tongues
germs
out.
out.
Shut them up.
It's like
Like,
shut him up. You ain't speaking no
oh
more.
my God.
It is my turn to speak now. And
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
will.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I'll,
so
I'll
good.
physically make you unable to talk.
Yeah,
Jeez.
for this one, it was. This is one of the ones that were on top of my list, though. You weren't
Mm,
wrong for trying to choose this one as my platinum, because this was
yeah.
a very close one because of that opening was just so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And um, I just there's so much. So the guitar is really good in here. The that he uses is so
Hmm.
amazing in here, and I
Mm,
love the pinch harmonics and the squeals on it from
yes.
the guitar are really good in
Yeah.
here.
They're awesome. Yeah.
Vocals were brutal. I got heavy
Hmm.
Slipknot vibes from this one as well,
Yeah.
and the drummer, absolute maniac on the pedals, man. He just,
Oh my
I just
God.
don't know
Like,
how he does it.
what are his legs made of? Like stainless
Right,
steel and
right.
chains.
It's like, how much
What the
stamina do you
fuck?
have, bro, to be
I
able to
know.
do this for this long? Dude,
Yeah.
and that's why I love drummers that are like that, that do the double
Mm,
basses and are able to do this for a
yeah.
continuous amount of period. How much
Hmm.
practice and how much patience you have to be able to get
Yeah,
good
yeah.
like he
And
does.
physically, the leg muscles and
The leg
all of
muscles
that,
and like and
same
getting
and
the calf and
everything.
the thigh muscles, like
Yeah,
everything is
yeah,
just
exactly.
so you're working so hard down there to
Mm,
keep timing. You are the timing of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
band.
Mm,
This is your job to keep timing on the band. And if
yeah.
he doesn't know the time, then the rest of the band just falls
No one
apart.
else.
You guys
Yeah,
are all
exactly. Yeah.
off. So for him
Mm,
to go fast to slow to halftime to double time and all basically in one song,
yeah.
and to have that specific timing, you could tell
Mm.
his expertise of the drums and how
Oh,
much
yeah, absolutely.
he
He's a
loves putting.
master.
He's a
He's an
master,
absolute
and the
master.
passion he has really pushed this song towards the top for
Mm,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Anything else that you got for
Me
this one?
too.
I know you as a drummer definitely have something to say about drums in this one.
Oh yeah, just yeah, like you said, just the way that he's playing, and as well, actually, just to mention, I know it's not this song, but I think it's on No Tomorrow. They've actually got a video on their Twitter of a behind the scenes of the
Hmm.
drum tracking, so you can actually see him doing it live, and it is just it sounds completely faultless. Like whatever you're seeing on the video is what you're hearing on the record. So that to me makes me feel like every song is almost just gone and done it in one take. Just
It's
because
amazing,
of the
yeah.
absolute, like you said, the technical ability that you need. And I know that I can play drums, not like this. I
But not
can't.
like that,
This
yeah.
is no, absolutely nowhere. No, like yeah, I do understand the entire whole ability that you need to do something like that, and it's just absolutely
Yeah,
crazy.
because
Like
yeah, because you
he's
being a
awesome.
drummer, you you probably are more passionate about how he's able to do this. Like me, I don't
Mm,
really understand per se of what it takes to be a good drummer because I know
yeah,
how to play basic drum beats.
mm,
That's basically all I know how to do. I'm more
yeah,
of the guitarist guy. I'm more of the music theory
mm,
guy. So you appreciate more of what the drummer does
mm,
and how it's because you know what it takes to get done.
yeah, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
And that's why I
yeah.
go
How
to you with
fast?
drums like how does he do this, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
I love
literally
your
cannot. I
insights
don't
too,
know
man.
why. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how. Rather, I don't know how he does it. I
He
genuinely
just
don't.
does.
Some of
He,
the speed of some of these fills that he's got. You know, it's just like it makes him sound like his hands are just a complete blur for most of the time.
I think
It's
that the
so
great
talented.
Odin sent him powers, and and the great Thor sent
Oh,
him powers for this.
that would match the album vibe, yeah.
He went to war
Definitely.
for Odin, so he got these
Yeah, he
powers.
did. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think you're onto an absolute winner there. But yeah,
That's all I
just
got for that one, man.
unbelievable,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
unbelievable
Really
track,
enjoyed
man.
this. Yeah.
So I'm gonna move on to the closing track. I
Mm,
thought this was a beautiful closing track for them.
I've
I
also
thought
got that written down.
the way that it starts, you're like, wow, we just went through this whole brutal album. The way that it starts, you think that this is going to be like a soft ending to the
Hmm.
album, and it turns
Yeah.
out not to be that way.
No.
And
Deception once again.
Deception once again. What a closing song to end with,
Mm,
though. This
yeah, it is.
was, I don't know, there's kind of like that guitar solo was just wild, man.
Hmm.
And it was just I got a lot of what's that band I'm looking for? Like a lot of In Flames kind of
I
vibes
thought
from
of In
them.
Flames. Yeah,
Yeah, so I got a lot of In Flames vibes from the guitar. Not really the
yeah.
drums per se. I got a lot of issues vocals in here and
Okay,
whatnot.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that he did really good with that. I love the screaming. This was
Mm,
such a great song to end on. This was such a great song to
yeah.
put at the end of an album, I think. And
I agree.
I because you think because I was like, you know what? I wonder like if we put like another song at the ending, would it change the vibe of the album? And it absolutely would.
No, it
Like
would. Yeah.
like if you put any other song at the end of this album, it would just change it completely.
Or if you put this song at any other point in the album as well,
Yeah,
that
just
wouldn't
weird.
really work.
Now hold
I
on.
don't think
Now
so.
if you did switch, I think that if you switched the first and last song on the album, I don't think that would have changed it too much in a way. I think
Okay. Yeah.
I think that like if this one was at the beginning, fine. And if the
Yeah, I
top
get
song
you.
was at the bottom, I think that would be great too. But
Yeah.
overall, I think that the use of piano in this at the end of the song was really
Mm,
good too. The way
like a
to end
chef's
it,
kiss ending.
like what an
Yeah,
ending for All That Remains, man.
I
And
fully agree there.
I just this was almost my platinum choice too, because I
Mm,
just because of the
I can
piano
see
at the
that.
end, just because of the piano, the way that it opens and it's
Mm,
brutal, and then you close it with piano.
mm,
Absolutely love this song, man. It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
And that's the only part of the album with any piano
There's
as well.
piano. That's why it threw me off, and I was like, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I want more of this.
Hmm. Yeah.
What did you think of the song, man?
So there's a part in the second verse that I wanted to share with you.
Yeah.
He says, I got one last breath inside me. Die a saint or live with sin. I really like that part. Ravlins stacked like dominoes, built of blood and stone. Pressure rising endlessly. Watch them fall like dominoes, built of blood and stone. And it's
Love
just,
it, man.
yeah, again, with the poetry. I also learned a new word, which is ravlins. I didn't know what a ravlin was.
I don't either.
So it's in, if you were to imagine a sort of triangle shape of, if you're protecting some sort of base, or
Mhm.
that's the only way that I can think. If you're protecting a base, it's a kind of shape that's almost like a triangle, or with the sharp corners that forces to split anybody who's trying to
Oh, gotcha.
invade
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So when he says raveling stacked like dominoes, built of blood and stone, I guess he's talking about diverting either people that are coming for him,
Man,
or
they
whether
really
it's
know how to use these
emotions. Who knows?
lyrics.
I
They know
know
how to
this
use
is the
these
thing.
words, man.
Yeah, no, I've literally never learned so much from another album, like words. Maybe Sleep Token, but
Get
get it in there.
out of here.
But just because
I can't roll my eyes any
he
harder.
does choose to use random words, but this is kind of entirely different. Like I say, something that I'd never even was
I
aware of
wonder if
was a
we can
thing
go through an
before.
episode without you mentioning Sleep Token. Yeah, I don't
No.
care. No, no. Just one episode, man. We've already done our
What if we?
episode about
What,
Sleep
what about
Token.
what about you with your Day to Remember? How you've thrown
I
them in
don't.
today?
I
You've
threw them in
thrown them in
today.
this episode.
But when's the last time that I've thrown a day to remember in every episode, though? That's what I thought. That's what
You
I
probably
thought.
did. I just didn't catch it.
We'll see. We'll see if you go rewatch the other episodes and see if
Listen,
I do.
with us mentioning if there are favourite bands, there's nothing
That's
wrong with
true.
mentioning.
Yeah.
Because if we stop doing it, that will be the downfall of us all.
Don't you quote a day to remember to me. Don't you quote that witchcraft to me. I was there when the book was written. You weren't there. I was there.
Anyway, but yeah, what an absolutely just beautiful ending to an all-round great album. And this, yeah, it exceeded any expectations that I had listening to this. It was so good. And actually, Blood and Stone is similar to, it's got less listens than AntiFragile, and
Yeah.
it's such an
It's one of the
amazing
best
song to
songs on
end with,
here. Yeah.
and it's got hardly any listens. So yeah,
I'm going to
hopefully
get
people listen all the way through.
so this is going to probably be one of those albums where I'm going to, in like a year, I'm going to come back to this
Mm.
album and I'm going to see how the numbers are and see if it equals
Mm.
out at all, see if there's
Yeah,
any
yeah,
changes because people are that really do enjoy All That Remains are going to love Blood and Stone more than
yeah,
anyone else. And I
yeah. They
feel like
will,
this
yeah.
is such an underrated song on the
Hmm.
album because, like I said, it was
Yeah.
less listens than Anti-Fragile, which I did pick up on. And I'm like,
Hmm.
why?
I
This
know.
song is so good.
The
Give this
only
song more
reason I can
listens.
think is everyone's just loved the music all the way through the album, that they've not made it yet to the they keep
I
having to
think so
restart
too.
tracks again. They've
Yeah,
not got all
I
the
think
way
that
to
that's
the
what
end
it
of the
is
album.
too. Which
But
is
yeah,
not a problem. Don't get me wrong. Whenever
no.
you find an album, you find a couple songs that you love, and then
Mm,
you just want to go back and you gravitate more towards those. But as a podcast host and you being one as well,
mm.
we go through every single song.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah,
We have that's like kind of like our duty and job to do so to break
yeah.
these songs down for people that don't really know about it, and hopefully
Mm,
our words reach people that are going to be listening to this new album and appreciate what our thoughts that we have on it, and
yeah, yeah.
hopefully these songs can get more listens because these
Absolutely.
absolutely deserve more listens than they already
Yeah, they
have.
do. Yeah, and they deserve more monthly followers as a band as well, I think.
1.7 million, right? This band has
Mm,
been here for more than 20 years. I'm surprised that these guys don't have over 10 million followers right
yeah,
now.
me too. I
This
know.
is absolutely insane and numbing
Yes, it
to
is.
look at. I'm like, there's no way they'd only have 1.7.
Hmm.
There's no way. Why are they not above
Crazy.
the 10 million mark? I
I
just
know.
don't get it. They're just so
They may
talented.
creep up there with this release if once people
I
start listening to
mean,
it. Maybe.
let's see if they do, man. I really hope so.
Yeah, I do.
And but that's gonna be it for this album, man. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my closing thoughts for this album would be I give this one like a 9 out of 10, nine and a
Mm.
half out of 10. This was almost a dead perfect album
Yeah.
for All That Remains. This is probably going to be one of my all-time favorite albums of maybe of all time, just
Mm.
because of how much I enjoyed listening to it and breaking it down. And
Yeah.
the pacing was 10 out of 10. The vocals were 10 out of
Mhm.
10. Drums
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Good. And the
Yes.
guitar 10 out of 10. The only reason that it's like a 9, 9.5 was just because of what was the name of that song?
Let
It
you
was just
go.
Let You Go. It was only because of that one
Mm.
that it dropped at like a point or a half a point. Because, like I said, it was a generic All That Remains song. This now I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
it's bad. Just saying this is
Mm.
one of the ones that I will still listen to, but it didn't really catch my eye on anything else. But the
Yeah.
rest of the 9 out of 10 songs are
Mm.
absolute shiners, man. In this
Yeah. Yeah.
album, go
That's
fucking listen
fair,
to
I
this
think.
album. This is literally one of the best albums of this year, and it's only
Oh
February.
yeah, it is.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go, man.
Mm. Yeah.
What are your closing thoughts for our audience?
Yeah. I think, as we always say, generically, just listen to it with an open mind. And if you're a fan of heavy music, then there's no reason why you won't enjoy this whole album. But there's definitely songs on there, if you are just a fan of heavy music, that I think there is something for everyone. I feel like I say that every episode, so I'm sorry if I
Yeah,
do.
but there really
But there
is. But
really is. Yeah.
there really
It's hard.
is.
It's hard to not say it when it is true every time. But yeah, I'd probably give it like a 9, 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I think, just
That's
because of
fair.
how great it was, with almost every song being an absolute banger. And yeah, really enjoyed Kerosene and really enjoyed The Piper as well. Those two, for me, probably will be topping my
Yeah, man. I
Spotify.
mean,
Do you know what? I think one of those might end up in my top 10. I think that's how much I've
oh
kind of been
really?
enjoying them. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that
yeah.
if one of these were going to end up in my top 10, it would probably be Kerosene. That would
Mm,
probably be like that one and Poison are
yeah,
probably going to be in my top 10 this year, just because
yeah.
they're really good songs, man.
Mm,
You were
they are.
so close to like getting my platinum, man. You
No,
were
no.
so close.
I tried, but yeah, yeah. It was an enjoyable week. It's been a really fun one. I mean, I was looking forward to it anyway after we discussed them last time, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just exceeded all expectations. So yeah, for anyone watching or listening, we highly recommend that you go and check this out.
This is an absolute banging of an album. And next week we
Yeah,
got 3 Days Grace, baby.
we
Let's
have.
fucking
Yeah,
go.
looking
And
forward to that.
we got another interview coming here at the end of the
Ooh,
or
scoop.
Scoot. We're getting some
Yeah,
spoilers ahead. Uh,
coming
so
soon.
so look for that at the early of March. We're gonna have another interview with another band, and
Yep.
we're gonna I'll talk with you more about that after the show is
Mm,
over.
yeah,
So, but man, what a show, man! I can't wait to
yeah.
do more album
Awesome.
reviews this year. I knew,
Hmm.
hopefully A Day to Remember comes out with one this year, so we can review that one. I think Sleep Token should be coming out with a new album this
I
year
think they
too.
might. I think they
So
might.
I think that's going to be two of our favorite bands coming out with
We
new
are
albums this
eating
year.
good this year,
We
as you
are
say.
eating good. This is our year for metal, man.
Yeah, it is. I love
Oh
it. Oh, and there's a new
man.
Kill Switch album coming as well.
Oh, that's right. We got to look at that one too and see, or we
Yeah,
could
yeah.
just do a Kill Switching Engaged episode. We can include that
Oh,
one on it. That
that
would
would
be a
be
good
nice.
episode.
Yeah.
Even with or without Howard, I still love Killswitch Engage. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
I
just
know.
think
Me
that
too.
Howard was the voice. That's what
Yeah,
made Killswitch
that's
Engage.
fair.
But
Mm.
we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yes, of course.
But Huxley,
Yeah.
with that, man, can give us those socials, man.
Co, co? No.
No, wait.
So,
Hold
so
on,
you
hold
can.
on, hold on. Wait. Maybe I'm trying to see if I can do an all that remains thing here. Can
Ah,
you give
okay.
us those? Can you give us those divine socials?
Nice. Absolutely. Laced with kerosene as well.
That's right.
Um, yeah, you can drop us an email at wavesacrosspod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at wavesacrosspod. You can join our Facebook group, which is Waves Across the Water. Search that in the groups. You can also come and join us in our Discord. The link for that will be in the episode. Well, of course, there will be the Spotify playlist for the album
Yes.
also in the episode description. So you must go listen to that. And of course, you can watch us on YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Which, yeah, the links for that will also be in the episode description. So, yeah, just go follow us everywhere. And then we promise not to make any more socials because this part of the episode is getting
Right.
longer and longer each week. And of course, we are over all the podcast platforms anyway, wherever you listen to us. So just
And another
listen to us
announcement
there.
for me is that I am starting my own YouTube channel and back again. I'm going to be playing some Civilization 7. I'm going to be putting out some funny
Okay.
videos. Just having a good time over there. I'm going to start streaming again for Civ 7 as well. Might throw in some other
Yep.
games right there. But I'm trying to get back on track with my streaming and YouTube channel again.
Hmm.
Try and boost those numbers up. So give me a like and follow on there too if you want to hear more of my stupid voice and my stupid jokes. And come play some Civilization 7 with me.
Yeah.
But
All
with that
right.
said, y'all guys have an ear opening rest of the week. Go listen to this album. And remember, be good to each other. Peace.
Peace.